So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Who is? If you're new, hey girl, my name is Lucy. I always say to subscribe, join the family. We always have a good time on this channel. Today's video is going to be how to be a high value woman. I have spoken about this in so many videos on my channel. I realized that I haven't exactly explained who a high value woman is and how to get there. So I am going to be doing that today. I'm going to be telling my hair while I speak to you guys. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Now I'm going to start this video by talking about this hair. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. Let me raise this up a little bit. So yeah, I think you guys can see the hair now. So this wig was provided to me by Wigista hair. I'm reading this off of my phone so that I don't miss it up. But this is their 13x6 transparent Beyonce style honey piano highlights wig. That is really long. So I have it in 24. The density is 180 or 200. I'll link everything in the description box below. And also I have a medium size cap. So I didn't do much to this wig. I basically can say I didn't do anything to this wig because it came pre-bleached, slightly pre-plucked, but I went ahead and I plucked it a little bit. But the one thing that I did do was I just soaked the wig in purple shampoo because I liked the color that it came in. I mean the blondes and everything, but I wanted to cancel out more yellow from blonde. I had to soak it in purple shampoo for a while and wash the hair regularly. That's all I did. I didn't do anything and I just installed it because I wanted to save time. And installing my wig on camera while I talk about something as important as this is not going to go right. I already know. So that's the reason why I just went ahead, did my makeup, installed the hair. I usually go for a middle part, but I'm trying to switch it up. Anyway, I'm going to link everything in the description box for this hair. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. I'm just going to put some serum on it because like I said, I washed it. I washed the wig. I've talked about being a high value woman a lot of times on my channel while I'm talking about different other topics, but I've never made a dedicated video to talking to you guys on how to be a high value woman. We're just going to talk, we're just going to gist. Let's start with who is a high value woman. A high value woman is basically that woman that is confident. She knows exactly who she is, what she's worth, what she brings to the table. Basically, she knows herself, okay? She's self-aware to the point that you can't bring her down, neither can anyone else bring her down. She's not perfect. She doesn't have everything in life figured out because she's still human, even if she's high value and, you know, confident and all of that. She's not perfect. She is a human just like you, but then she just has some things in place for herself that makes her stand out from the average woman. I always recommend every woman when you get to a certain point to always reevaluate yourself. Get to a point where you look at yourself, you know, retrace your steps and see what you're doing and try to tweak things. Being a high value woman is very important, especially in our modern day society, in the world that we're in right now. This is highly important and highly recommended. 100%. Now, how can you be a high value woman? The first thing I can tell you is confidence. You have to work on your confidence. You have to know your self-worth. That's the major thing that picks through whenever you see a high value woman. When she walks into, you know, a place or a room, that's the one thing that catches your eye, and that's like the vibe you get or the energy you get whenever a high value woman is in a space. It's just how she carries herself, you know, how confident she is. She walks in, even if inside she might not feel as, you know, she looks on the outside, but best believe she's going to make you see that she's not frightened inside or she's not comfortable inside. She's definitely not going to make you see that. So when she walks in, that's the first impression you get of a high value woman, that she's so beautiful, she's so confident. Oh my god, like the way she walks, the way she looks, you know, how she carries herself. You'd always want to be like her if you're not there already, because a high value woman carries a whole lot of power. I'm going to make a whole video about how to be confident, you know, build self-worth and boost self-worth. I'm going to make a separate video about that. Being confident in yourself also means that you're not comparing yourself to the next person. Also means that whatever someone is doing will never ever pierce you in the eye, just because you know yourself so well, you know your worth, you know what you can bring to the table. You're very confident on, you know, your successes, your progress, your physical look, even if you know you have flaws, which I'll get into. So confidence is very important to being a high value woman. You have to work on your confidence. It's key to, you know, owning yourself, owning your space, owning your world, owning your femininity. confidence. You need to remind yourself of who you are, what you can do, what joy and peace and positive energy that you can put in a place. You see, I'm not doing my hair because I just can't seem to multitask when it comes to making these videos, because I get so passionate about talking about these topics that I just cannot do anything else. But I'm going to try. I need to just get my hair done because I actually look crazy. My next tip on being a high value woman is setting standards for yourself. Now, this is highly important because you want to create your own ways of doing things. You want to be disciplined. You want to have a structure to which you live your life. You want to have, you know, kind of like a format to which you do things, who you accept into your life, the people that you let to share your space. Just having your own standards of living gives you control and balance in your life. It will not sit right with a lot of people because you're going to come off as, you know, stuck up or bossy or doing too much or just, you know, looking down on people. But that's fine, because people's opinions would not matter, should not matter on how you live your life. It is your life. You like what you like, you do what you want to do, however you want to do. Whoever has a problem with it, they should take it up with themselves, honestly. This will also help you to not compromise, because you already are going by your book, and by your book this does not sit right, or this is not in your book, so definitely you're not going to accept. And also it helps you wither people from your life, and I'm not even going to lie. So when you have like a standard to which that you live your life, or a standard to which you accept some certain things or let some certain people into your life, you're not going to be confused on if this person is worth your time, because by your books they don't fit in. So it's easy to just let go of them. Your lifestyle preferences, the kind of friends that you keep, you know who you are already. You know the people that would complement you. When you meet like a different energy, you'll be able to fish it out. Do you get what I mean? You come first. Your choices, your preferences, your opinions comes first. It might sound selfish, but that's what it is. Life is like that, and nowadays people are not exactly nice or friendly. Set up your life the way you want it to be strict with it, be disciplined with it. Don't hand out passes to people if you don't fall under the category that I have in my books, in my principles. Then I am not letting you into my life, and that's just the truth. It took me a lot to get to this point in my life, and I'm not even going to lie, so it's not going to be easy, or it might not be easy for you, because it wasn't really easy for me. It took me a lot of self-awareness or learning to be able to cut out some certain things in my life and to create. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress, but it took a lot for me to get to this point, this little point that I'm in right now. I'm not even done with the work that I'm doing on myself right now. So that's just to tell you how hard it could be to get to this point. But eventually, when you put your mind to something, you're going to get to the point. Obviously, you get people that will judge you for, you know, certain decisions or lifestyle decisions that you make in terms of setting standards for yourself. You get people that will make you feel like, oh, you're proud. Whew, you're doing too much. Well, they are not doing enough. If they think you setting standards for yourself is you doing too much, then they're not doing enough for themselves. And that's just how you have to look at it. To be honest, you're going to lose a lot of people in your life, because you're going to realize that what you used to normalize before, or what you used to accept before, isn't working with your spirit or your soul, isn't going to help you move further in life as, you know, a person, isn't going to create that life that you would want long term. Yeah, you would lose people, even people that you don't even expect to lose. You lose them, but you have to console yourself with the thought of, you know, this is for the greater good. You know, this is going to set me up nicely in life. If you're that person that want to have kids later on in life, you'll be like, yeah, it sets me up nicely to be an example for my kids and for people around me, young people around me. When they ask me questions, I'm able to share my experience and they're able to learn from it. That's what keeps me going whenever I think about so many things or choices that I've made in my life right now. And you know, when sometimes I get like side comments about how I'm fake bougie, or I'm trying so hard to do some certain things, which I don't even think I am, but you know, like, I mean, bougie, even fake or real, I'm not. But you know, sometimes people just they're not on the same wavelength as you, so they're not going to understand, which is fine. In line to my previous tip, now a high value woman is usually not a constant woman, if you get what I mean. When I mean constant, I don't mean she's not reliable. So what that means is she's evolving every time you see her. she's changing. So every time you have the opportunity to be graced by her presence, she's not the same person that you last met. And that is something that most people cannot accept in life. Listen, that's why sometimes you see like celebrities get into issues, or just influencers, or just people in general get into issues with other people, because they no longer do the things they used to do. They no longer like the things they used to like. They are no longer accepting the things that they used to accept, which that's why I said, when you're evolving and maturing and growing, you create like a certain standard in your world, and that includes making decisions and choices and preferences, and that people might not be okay with. That's what I said previously, setting those standards. So when I said she's changing, meaning everything in all ways, it could be as little as just changing her style, or changing her Instagram name or something. Like, there are like changes that always happen with high value women, because you don't want to be the same person, meaning you're not growing. And that's just the truth. You're not growing, you're not evolving, you're not living life, you're letting life live through you, if that makes any sense. And like I said, your style is very, very important. Honestly, I always reevaluate my style, and that's something that I always recommend that you do. Don't be stuck with the idea of you from 2012, or the things that you think that suit your body or you're comfortable with. Style, self-care, which I'm going to get into, they play a huge role in being a high value woman, because that also means you love how to take care of yourself, which leads to my next tip. Take care of yourself. You don't want to be left behind. Okay, take care of yourself. Always be up to speed on what's going on around you. I'm not asking you to keep up with the latest trends on social media or in life, because that could be toxic for your mental health. But at the same time, like, I'm telling you to always know what's happening around you, because right now being a high value woman is always elevating yourself, elevating your style, elevating your life, your routines, everything. You just want to always be changing. You always want to be up to date, and that's the point of this. Be aware, be very aware of yourself, your surroundings, and always make adjustments. Now, this next tip is very important, because it's also in line to changing, but we need to watch our attitudes. There are certain attitudes that you need to let go if you want to be a high value woman, be respected and exude power. Now, this might also be controversial to a lot of people. It's touchy, because there are different things that people consider classy, there are different things that people consider not classy. In this case, you just don't want to be stuck with your ways. So the way you used to act when you were 19 isn't the way you should be acting when you're 22 or 23 or 24. You're in your 20s right now, and things has to change about you. So this also goes with your attitude. Like, how do you behave in public? How do you speak? You should always try to improve certain areas of your life. So self-improvement, I've always talked about this a lot of times on my channel. Self-improvement is very important to go places in life, basically. Self-improvement is key. In as much as you're confident with yourself, you accept yourself, your insecurities. Maybe you don't like your boobs, you don't like your body, but you accept. Or maybe there's something that you think doesn't look right, but then you accept. That's fine. But what I am talking about is the bad side of you. Make a list about the bad things about yourself. If you can't find something that's bad about you, then that's something that you need to work on, because everyone has a bad side. Everyone has things that are not cute. Everyone has that. Okay, you can't tell me that you don't have that. Now, what makes you a high valued woman or a powerful woman? When I mean a high valued woman is self-aware, meaning she knows all these areas of herself. So she knows the sides that need to be worked on, and she's actively trying to work on them. So make a list about these things that you think are not good about yourself. If you curse a lot, or you just have anger issues, which for me, I used to have really bad anger issues, especially in relationships. I'm not even going to lie. I just didn't have patience enough. I'm still working on, we're humans, I'm still working on all these things, but the good thing is that I'm aware that they exist in me, and I am working on them like actively. I'm trying to do better with myself and do better in my life, you know, trying to change different things about myself. So all these bad sides make you stronger, they make you powerful, they make you self-aware to the point that when someone else is pointing them out, you wouldn't be broken or shaken by them, because you know these things and you're actively working on them. I've always been that person that's afraid of change. I have some little issues that I'm aware about myself that I'm working on actively, and during this process of me working on these things, it has made me a little bit different from what people around me would know or consider me or normal me, if you get what I mean. So obviously it has strained a lot of relationships, friendships in my life, and I'm okay with it. I mean, in the beginning it would be like, okay, what's going on and stuff, and then I feel bad and try to talk some things out. But then I've gotten to the point that I realize that it's because I'm changing, I'm evolving, things are getting different with me. Like my mindset is always changing, which is a good thing. And I'm not doing anything intentional to hurt anyone. I am not just being a bad person. I'm just basically growing as a person and as a woman especially. So some things that I might like to do before, or some things that, you know, might be okay for me before, when, you know, I was in that state of mind, would no longer be okay with me. And if you can't accept that as someone who genuinely loves me in my life, then bye. You need to set boundaries in your life. If not, you'll be swayed and steered away from certain things and you lose track. Set boundaries in all ways. Like, not everyone should have access to you, because some people could just dampen your mood or dampen your progress or dampen, you know, your entire vibe and energy that you're trying so hard to protect. So I had to just concentrate and just curl his hair, straighten it, whatever. In conclusion to everything that I've said, the most important thing about, you know, being a high value woman isn't just about, you know, your physical appearance or, you know, amount of money that you have, what you're able to buy. It's about how you change as a person, how much good you can do to yourself and to other people. In as much as you want to look good on the outside, you want to have a lot of class, you want to have style, you want to look good. What about the inside? Because the inside is what truly makes you the person that you want others to see you from the outside, if that makes sense. I'm just hoping you took a thing or two from this video and it helped you in some way or the other. In regards to my hair, I'm loving everything about this hair. Like, I usually don't do like a lot of colors, and I'm usually a middle part girl, but I decided to try side part. Like I said in this video already, like, you should be open-minded enough to like switch out your style, do something different with yourself, you know, try new things, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to leave all the details to Wigista in the description box below. Follow me on my Instagram if you haven't followed me already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.